Padilla, cageminds.com, alongside Sergio Gutierrez. How's it going today, my brother?
Good. Just got out the gym. Last good session in before I head out tomorrow.
So, deep into fight week, just kind of how is camp going now? Kind of, not a new amateur. You're pretty established amateur career, so you've had a few camps already. So, how has this one gone compared to the last few?
Good. I feel like I've had a good long camp. It's been about 2 months since I've known of the fight, so I've had like a good 2 month camp. Just going strong in the gym every day. Been doing more strength and conditioning in the morning, and then hitting more of the technique later in the day.
Awesome, man. I have to ask you, I missed you at Fight World last time. It was a spectacular win. How did that scramble come into fruition? I remember seeing a big throw, and then the ref got involved. So I kind of wanted to just kind of even backtrack and kind of go a few months back and just kind of fill us in on that fight, man. And again, it was a big win, and just how all that was for you in your hometown at Revel, all that good stuff.
Yeah. I was not expecting to go to the ground at all with that fight with Ezra. I was expecting it to be more stand up and just bang it out, but I don't know. It was just like instinct. Once he like got close and grabbed me, it just went straight to like my background in wrestling for high school. Just kind of like a hip toss, and we're just scrambling, and then he kind of had like my arm behind my back, really weird. And then I ended up scrambling, getting a triangle, and like I still wanted to like put some damage on him, landed some elbows, and then decided to go for the finish, and finally just got the arm bar and got him to tap.
So, in my opinion, wrestling is very strong to have, especially as a base coming up. Is that something that we can see moving forward throughout your MMA career, or do you kind of like to strike? Now, I know a lot of wrestlers like Justin Gaethje, even Kamaru Usman, even though he's a real pressure wrestler, a lot of wrestlers don't even wrestle anymore. They love to throw. So, kind of, how does the wrestling still fit into your fight?
So like I started like the MMA part, like the boxing, kickboxing, when I was 5, and then when I turned about 8, we did straight wrestling in the winter. So from there, from winter, we would do 4 months of wrestling in the winter, and then go back to the gym throughout the summer. So like I like to wrestle. I prefer to stand up, but I mean wherever the fight goes, I can pretty much handle myself. So ain't
And
too bad on the ground.
wrestling also helps with that cardio too, and that mental aspect
Yeah.
of it. It's a grind. All wrestling in a match, during the season, during practice. So a lot of benefits, I think, to kind of move forward. I know there was another Fight World after the one that you won. So kind of just how did this RSC Fight League fight come into play, and just it's going to be in Texas, so not in your hometown. Just how did this all come into fruition for you, and what made you ultimately decide to take this fight?
So Lamar's seen me fight a few times over here. It's like a pretty exciting fight. I like to throw leather and just make just to hype up the crowd,
And
put on
just
a good
real
show.
quick, RCS Fight League, RCS Fight League.
Yeah.
So I
So
said,
Lamar's seen me fight a few times. He's hit me up on Instagram, asked me to be on one of his shows, and I told him for sure. Just hit up my coach, and then they found me one fight. I was supposed to fight this guy named Tony Hernandez, but then he ended up pulling out for some reason. And then they found me this other guy, Dominic, I think his last name Salcedo or something.
yes,
Found
sir.
me Dominic, signed a contract, just got it all set and ready, and now I'm fighting. It's actually Saturday will be my birthday, so I'll turn 19 on the day that I'm fighting.
What a great birthday! What a great birthday to have, man. It's kind of
Yeah.
two birds in one stone, man. So I have to ask you, at flyweight, just kind of how does the weight cut go for you? You're younger in your career. Is it a tough cut? How is it?
Not even really that heavy. Sometimes I'll walk around. My weight really fluctuates, so sometimes I'll be like 127, 130 one day. I don't really cut that much weight at all. Don't really, just work out all the time, and I'll be pretty much on weight when it comes to it.
When it comes to Dominic Salcedo, if anything, does anything that his game that he does catch your attention come this Saturday? What can you expect from you in there, man?
Yeah, I know he's really talented on the ground grappling aspect. He's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, but feel confident in my wrestling. I've been doing jiu-jitsu, wrestling, all of it since I've been a little kid. So, nothing new. Looking, if he wants to take me down, it has to go to the ground. I feel like I'm confident in my skills enough to get the finish on the ground. Or if it tries to want to stay standing up and exchange, punches, I feel like I can get it done on the stand up too.
Awesome, man. So to kind of fast forward, even though we don't want to look past anything, you're getting started early in January, or basically last part of January, first part of the 2024. How many times do you want to fight this year? How active do you want to be? And then I also got to ask you to kind of bounce off that, in your amateur career, how many amateur fights do you think you may want to take, or is it just something that you're playing by ear?
Yeah, so this year I just want to get as much fights in as I can. Whatever comes up, I'm down to take them. I'm not too like picky with when I have to fight, where I fight. I'm pretty much, if I really wanted to, I could fight every month if I wanted to, but just all up to my coaches. And my amateur career, I want to just get a little bit bigger, get a little heavier, maybe cut some more weight, because some of these guys be cutting like 20 pounds in my
Right.
weight class. So, get a little bit bigger, get a little more man strength coming in, get a little bit stronger, hit more strength and conditioning, and then turn pro whenever my coaches think I'm ready.
That's awesome, brother. Well, I know that we're deep into fight week, so I don't want to keep you too long. Is there any last minute shout outs or anything that you may want to say coming towards Saturday?
Like to just shout out my gym, Fit in HB. I've been there. Saturday will be 14 years strong of being at the same gym since I was 5.
Awesome.
Should like to shout out my gym. Appreciate them. They've always helped me to help me grow into the person I am. Shout out actually Amanda Lovato. She's actually been like the only person really in the gym that's like the size of the guy I'm fighting. She's been really helping me with the size. Ozzy gets the good work. Pretty much my whole team. Ty Miller.